Hey everyone, it's Lisa Davis from Lisa Davis Body Construction. I spent 7 weeks in a row recently traveling all over the place. Most of it was with my husband for work. And if you think it's hard to keep up on your workouts when you're traveling, it's true. I was able to do it, but I've noticed since I've gotten home, it's even been harder because I live in a cold climate and it's cloudy and it's freezing cold and I like to work out outside. So all the excitement was out of it and I really had to fall back on the things that I find most important to keep me on track for my workout. 3 things that I think are the most important to keep my workouts on track are: number 1, they need to be effective. Number 2, they need to be fun and keep my interest. Number 3, it needs to be not an easy workout, but easy to do the workout, easy to get to the equipment, convenient to get to. My gym is just in my garage and I have a lot of free weights and I have a lot of the things that I'm going to tell you that are so effective for me, but I don't need a gym. I don't need to go there, and you don't either if you have some of these tools to make your workout easy as possible to get to the equipment. For me, the most effective equipment are my jump rope, which is also inexpensive and easy to take around when I'm traveling. I enjoy it, so that takes care of fun, and it's really effective too. I can get my heart rate high, I can make it be lower if I need it, so I can do all sorts of intervals, and it's super effective for cardio work. The second thing that I find super important to have is appropriate amounts of weights available, and those can get a little expensive. Whatever is going to be effective for you is what you need to get. And there's sales you can get them inexpensively, but just look around and you can get yourself some really good quality free weights. One of the other things is a ball. I have one over here, and I'm going to be using one for the workout today. They're pretty darn inexpensive, and they can be very versatile, and I'll show you what I'm talking about during the workout. Today's workout is going to check all these boxes. It's going to be very effective. It's going to work all over our body. It's going to be fun. I think it's fun anyway, and I think my clients think these kind of things are fun, and I think you will too. It's different maybe from something you've tried before. And most of the things we're going to be using are things that you might already have. Again, you're going to need some weights. I also have a mat. Again, my jump rope and the ball. And the jump rope portion, I'm going to be jumping rope for my warm-up, and I'll go over the moves, and I'll show that while I'm showing my warm-up for just a few minutes. But the jump rope portion is going to be optional, but the parts I'm going to use for my jump rope portion during the workout for intervals is going to be parts from one of my videos, and I'll link that below. It's the Wonderwall workout, and it's just a fun little jump rope workout. And they're just some different moves that you may not have tried before, but feel free to do whatever you want. So let's get started and have an awesome day, even with the clouds, even with the cold, even with the excitement of Christmas over and all of the other things that happen in our lives. When it's hard, we can still have fun. So let's go ahead and start out with our warm-up. While I'm warming up here, I'm just going to show really quickly what moves I'm going to be using for my jump rope intervals during the workout. You can use them or you don't have to. You can do whatever you want. It was to the song Wonderwall by Oasis. The moves that I'm going to be practicing from there are a heel kick like this. Here's the front view. From the side, looks like this. And if you're not used to doing that kind of thing, you might have to practice a little. But it's kick, kick. Notice I'm switching feet. It's not here, although you could do that. But I'm kicking. And then once you feel more confident with that, try kicking as you go forward. And then jog back. Or you can bounce back with a basic bounce like so. In the song, it's 8 kicks forward, but you can do whatever you want. And another thing I do is twist with it. So I went like this, so it's more of a skip. The second part that we're going to be using as an option in this workout during the circuit when you have an interval part is going to be kick, kick, switch feet, lift your other knee. Kick, kick, switch, lift. If this is a new move to you, you're gonna practice it without your rope, like I'm showing here. And I suggest if it's really kind of a brain teaser, don't just dismiss it out of hand. Try it slowly and do a few of them. And then you can do something else if you want. But kick, kick, switch, knee. Kick, kick, switch, knee. And then try going faster. Then try it with your rope. Kick, kick, switch. Kick, kick, switch. And then you can try moving backward with it. I'm on this mat, so I don't have as much room, but then you can jog forward and then do it again. Those are the only moves I'm gonna be having for our interval stuff as an option. Remember, if you don't want to do those, do whatever you want, because it's just a short interval.
Now I'm going to continue to show my warm-up, but I'm going to show the moves we'll do as well. First exercise is a prone fly.
You're going to need lighter weights or you won't get the range of motion. So come up so that your weight is on top of the ball, and I don't want my feet to slip away. And I don't want to be falling forward when I get my arms up. So check all those things first. Make sure that your arms are going directly to the side. Breathe out when they come up. So if you're not paying attention, you might think they're going to the side, but they're really going back. This time, the weights are going to be pretty darn heavy because it is a bench press. And those muscles that we're using, biceps, pectoralis muscles, they're strong. And we want to challenge them. I've got 25-pound weights, but I turn my weights on the end so they're on my thighs, close to my hip. So I walk out until my head can rest on the ball. We don't want to be here, and we don't want to be here, keeping our head up. So let it rest on the ball. Your hips, though, should not hang down. They come up. I'm going to bring the weights right above my shoulders, elbows out, and breathe out as we press up. Use an appropriate amount of weight for you.
Next, we're going to do what I call a lat pull down sit-up.
I'm going to roll out. But again, just like before, head on the ball, hips up, and then you're going to walk back a couple of steps and push your booty back. So lat pull and up.
Next, we'll do an ab pike and tuck.
I'll show you how I get on my ball for this one. I like to hold it with my hand, and then I put one foot on it, or one leg. Then I position my upper body, and then I position the rest of me. And it's a tuck and a pike for our abs. But then we're also going to do an optional spinal balance on each side. Try to keep your arms straight, opposite leg.
This last segment is for your hamstrings.
First, I'll show this without the weights, and then I'll show it with. Okay, we're gonna have our feet on top of the ball. We wanna lift our hips up high and keep them as high as we can throughout both of these movements, which is a curl, and then just a hip thrust or a bridge upward. We're gonna pull in and out, lift higher. Keep your hips up, even on this part where you're pulling in. So this alone is pretty intense. And I usually do between 16 and 24.
Now I'll show with weights.
It is really hard to balance with these weights and still do that movement that I showed. But optional.
Stay tuned later. I'm going to tell you about something exciting that always happens.
All right, I'm warmed up. Been going 10 minutes. We're going to go through this cycle 3 times. Exercise 1 coming up, and it's part 1 of that workout. So we're going to try 10 times. Might take you longer, might take you less time than me. First, we're just going to practice doing a heel kick.
And we're just doing 10 on each side, so this one goes really fast.
you need your ball and some weights that feel heavy. To rear fly, I only use 10. This helps my feet not slip away from me. So again, when your arms are moving in this direction away from the plane, these muscles are smaller, you're gonna need lighter weights or you won't get the range of motion. So everyone's gonna be the same. No one's gonna use the same amount of weights on this as they would for a bench press or something. So come up so that your weight is on top of the ball. Again, I don't want my feet to slip away. And I don't want to be falling forward when I get my arms up. So check all those things first. Come down, but you can make sure that your arms are going directly to the side. Breathe out when they come up. So if you're not paying attention, you might think they're going to the side, but they're really going back. And we want around 8 to 10 reps. Pinching our shoulder blades together behind, a slight bend in our elbows. Breathe out when your arms come up. So again, just a slight bend in your elbows. If your feet fly out, you're too far forward on your ball. Jump rope interval. Again, working on that first part of our song. If you have already feel like this is pretty easy to do, try moving forward with it. Kind of like I showed in the warm-up. In the song, there will be 8 of them. 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Practicing 10 times. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 5, 6, 7, 8. Try to have some fun. Even if you're doing a different move. I think that was my 4th time, but who knows? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One of the good things about this is it helps you be able to do more varieties. In other words, keep doing what you're doing, you're always going to only be able to do that. You'll never progress. So this kind of helps you learn how your body moves in conjunction with the rope. I keep hitting the end of my mat. I have to be careful with that because I've whipped myself because of that before, right in the face. I think that was 7-ish. 5, 6, 7, I'm saying that's 8. Even though that's not like double unders the whole time, it gets my heart rate up. Okay, now we're back to the ball. This time, the weights are gonna be pretty darn heavy because it is a bench press. So, I've got 25-pound weights. I hope I don't slip because I'm not turning my mat. So I walk out until my head can rest on the ball. Your hips, though, should not hang down. They come up. I'm gonna bring the weights right above my shoulders, elbows out, and breathe out as we press up. Obviously, men have stronger upper bodies, and you're gonna probably use a lot heavier weight than I am, but we still want between 8 and 12 reps. And breathe out when we come up. Breathe out. And control the lowering down. I don't know how many I've done, but I'm feeling this work, so I know this is probably my last one. And I'm gonna bring them back to my hips and walk myself back.
Our next jump rope segment is the double kick, foot change, knee on each side, 10 times.
Kind of get the rhythm for it first. Like I said, you can do it without the rope. 2 change, 1, 2 change, 1, 2 change. Until we've done 10 on each side, that's gonna be about as effective as doing it with the rope. Once you feel confident with that setup, try it with your rope. So 10 on each side. 1, 2, 3. Notice I'm trying to kick kind of high. 4, because I want it to be intense. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'll tell you something, when I first started learning that, I wouldn't turn the rope fast enough, and it still happens sometimes where I would get my foot caught on the rope when it comes down. So you're not alone if you get tangled. But one hint, keep your hands down low. All right, this one is back on the ball, one heavy weight. I'll be using one of my 25 pounders. It's gonna be using our lats, and they tend to be pretty strong. They're considered a back muscle, and our abs, which can also be pretty strong. So use an appropriate amount of weight for you. Okay, so I always go into it with my weight on my thigh. Straight arms, they're a little bit bent, but not much. The weight should be over your chest when you're sitting up, and it stays straight up. Notice my arms. They don't really come in front of me. I'm not gonna do this with the weight, but I'll show you what I see a lot. Pretend I have a weight. I see this. See how far in front my arms went? We want our arms to stay as high up as possible. I could step, but watch my hands again. They don't come in front of my body. By the way, if your ball ever does slip out from under you, you might fall on the floor, but make sure you're on a pad. Don't do this on cement. If your ball gets away from you, that could hurt. We're going back to the jump rope. So we're gonna work on that same section with our kick, kick, switch, and we're gonna see if we can move backward. If we're still totally like, no way yet, don't worry about that. And remember, you can do something different if you want to. Kick, kick, switch. There's 4 of them. 4, and then jog forward, or you could do the heel kick. 5, 6, 7, kick, kick, switch. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, there's 2. 4, 5, 6, 3. We're going for 10. 4. 5. 6. 7. We're back to the ball. We don't need to wait for this one. I'll show you how I get on my ball for this one. I like to hold it with my hand, and then I put one foot on it, or one leg. Then I position my upper body, and then I position the rest of me. And it's a tuck and a pike for our abs. But then we're also going to do an optional spinal balance on each side. Try to keep your arms straight, opposite leg. And that is really hard to do with your feet out all the way. So big range of motion here, and pike, and here, and here. So if I were out here, I couldn't, I don't know, you do you, but much harder on this. Very hard to balance. But I like it here for this too because it has even pressure and it really works the abs intensely, and it's a little easier to balance there. So I think I've done about 4. I switched the order of those now, which doesn't matter. But you can tuck first, or you can pike first, but as long as you get them both. I'm gonna say that's 5. Nice tight moves. If you're not used to these, you can get very sore. Clearly, on the pike, you're gonna have to do a little more tight move there. Tuck, pike as hard as you can. If you fall over, you'll be fine. Try to keep a mat under you. Tuck and roll, I guess, on your fall if you do. I don't know how many I've done, so I'm gonna do one more. This works your abs and your back, and your shoulders, and your chest. Oh, I guess I'm done. They're intense, they're very effective for core strength, as well as all those areas I talked about, which are part of your core. Okay, one more time, back to the jump rope. I want to cover more ground, so I've moved my mat out of the way. We're going to try that 10 times, putting it together, optional as always. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and double kick, switch, 2, 3, 4, that's 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, and double kick, switch. 2, 6, 7, 8, and double kick, switch. 3, 4, double kick, switch. 4, 6, 7, 8. If I wasn't trying to stay in the shot, I would even go bigger. 7, 8. 6. 've got the little twist I'm doing. 7. 8. Double kick, switch. We're almost there, stay strong. 9. In the song, it's slower. 10. All right, get your ball and your mat. Optional weights, and I'll tell you why. First, I'll show this without the weights, and then I'll show it with. Sometimes I choose to do it without just because I can get I can balance better and get a better range of motion. Okay, we're gonna have our feet on top of the ball. You might find that your ball moves around and you have to readjust after a few of these, but we wanna lift our hips up high and keep them as high as we can throughout both of these movements, which is a curl and then just a hip thrust or a bridge upward. A lot of times bridges are done with your knees bent, but we're gonna pull in and out, lift higher. Keep your hips up even on this part where you're pulling in. So this alone is pretty intense. And I usually do between 16 and 24. And you'll feel it up your entire back. And a lot of times you feel it in your calves and even your shins there in front. And sometimes that's so intense, people actually have to stop because of that. But the good thing about working all of these areas is it helps create more muscle balance, both in strength, in strength. And you're using so many parts that are opposing each other. Okay, and we're gonna make sure to stretch really well when we're done with our workout, by the way. So hips stay high as we get fatigued. They're gonna try to lower down. I'm gonna show you this with the weights now. So I bring them in position first. Then I hold them in place with my hands while I get my legs positioned because it's too awkward to do the weights afterward, especially with this much weight. So, I don't know if I mentioned, but the ball, if it's closer to your body, easier, farther away, harder. And it's really hard to balance, so make sure your elbows are kind of anchored there on the side. That'll help you. So lift the hips, extend, and lift. Hips stay up. If you can't keep them up, then drop your weights. Don't literally drop them, just put them down. Breathe out. Oh yes. Hamstrings and glutes. Very intense. Now I have bony hips, so I have to be careful how I place those so it doesn't hurt. But you could also put a pad there, okay? So feel that, make sure it's intense. I said 16 to 24, but that's without the weight. You'll do fewer with. So that's one time through everything. Let's go through it 2 more times. Not gonna have descriptions, we're just gonna bust on through. So get the jump rope. I'm just gonna start from the beginning with the easy stuff, the heel kicks. 2, 3, going for 20, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Fast. It's the rear delt flies. With the lighter weights, for me, because it's still gonna feel really heavy. Mine are 10 pounds, you do what's right for you. Remember, positioning on the ball is important so you're not falling forward or sliding back. Arms straight out to the side. Breathe out. Eight to 12 of these. I was letting them rest down, but if you want it more intense, don't rest them down. I'm gonna do 2 more. Yes, back to the jump rope. So now I'm gonna try moving forward 10 times. 1, 5, 6, 7, 8, and bounce back or jog back. 5, 6, 7, 1. 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 2. 1, 6, 7. There's 3. 6, 7, 4. I'm gonna twist with it. Whoa. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 6, 7, 5.
If you would keep me within,
6.
I would wait a lifetime. In tricky situations, I will be a lifeline.
7.
Nobody's meant to be fighting alone. That's why I'm taking you home. I never felt something like this before, no. Keep coming back for your time after
8.
time. Maybe I'm losing my mind, but I know I'll never leave you behind, no. Baby, I got you. When
Almost
you feel
there.
like falling, I'll be there.
9.
Yeah, that baby, I got you. No matter the distance, no matter the moves. Yeah, baby, I got you.
Whoa.
When you feel like falling,
10.
I'll be there.
Okay.
Yeah, that baby, I
So
got
bench
you.
press.
No matter the
Okay.
distance.
Now we're more familiar with what we're doing. Let's try to go quicker from thing to thing. Hopefully I'm talking to myself.
Ocean in between us, still I feel your heartbeat. There's something about
Back to the jump rope.
you, baby, that makes
Double
me
kick,
feel
10 times, with or without the rope. Your choice. Double kick, switch. On each side, by the way. So that's 2, 3, 4. Whoa. 5. I don't know, is that 7? I was counting so well till I messed up. I'm saying that's 8. 9. I probably did too many. Okay, back to the ball.
No matter the distance, no matter the hoops. Yeah, baby, I got
While we're doing this and enjoying our workout, I'm going to tell you something that always happens when I work out. It's very exciting, not in a good way. But anyway, here, I just nothing ever works out as I plan it. And this workout was right on with that. I planned out shots, I planned out the whole workout. It was going to be really solid. It's still a solid workout. But I had so many interruptions and so many little things go wrong. My battery died on my camera, and I have backup batteries, and those were good, but that stops you. And you're going, and you didn't notice that it stopped videoing or something, And then later, Mike died, and I had already planned not to really say anything during this portion. But it's just kind of the ending. I was trying to do a goodbye portion of the video. That's all not there. I had no idea that my mic wasn't working. So, you guys, I just hope you understand. I really try to give you a great workout, and I try to make it as fun and solid and effective as possible. And it's always a challenge. I bet you that the other people that you watch just have much smoother setups or something. Maybe they don't have as many mistakes. But it's like an Indian blanket is what I always say. Because I heard when I was a kid that Indian blankets were always made with a mistake on there on purpose. I wonder if that's true. If you know, let me know. But anyway, I consider everything I do like an Indian blanket. It's never going to be perfect.
spinal balance. The position, of how far the ball is from your torso is going to affect this greatly.
Right.
On this one, I decided that I wanted to try some one-legged ones, and on the third round, I really just do one-leg ones even more because it works so much faster and more intensely. So I'm just going to show that here really quick, and I'll lift one leg, and I just hold the one straight up while I'm doing the other one, and then change and do the other side. But you're really only going to do these if you can keep your hip lifted. It's kind of hard to see that my hips stay up, my booty does not rest down on the floor, even when I'm just using one leg.
You could be my true car. Gotta take it out. Check the sonics. Gotta take it out. Gotta take it out. Check the sonics. Gotta take it out.
Shades on, you could be my cheat code. Put in work, tell the DJ turn the beat up. Black shades on, you could be my cheat code. Put in work, tell the DJ turn the beat up. 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 Beat up, beat up, beat up.
You could be my true car.
Tell the DJ turn the beat up.
sonics. Gotta take it out. Check the sonics. Gotta take it out. Gotta take it out. Check the sonics. Gotta take it out.
Remember on this one, I decided to really go harder with just 1 foot at a time, but it's the same thing as what we've been talking about. And if you wanted to use the weights and do it that way as I showed at the beginning, please do that. Whichever way you choose, we want to really challenge those hamstrings and up into the glutes and even your back. I already mentioned that I left the camera rolling. I didn't have mic. I didn't know that. But I'm just going to quickly show my stretching. If you do it along with me, you're going to have little super fast areas. But I'll show slowly what I'm actually stretching. And anyway, just kind of check out. I tried to stretch everything we worked, and I work on that every single time.
I just feel like I do what I do for you. I'm gonna dance, 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 dance. I'm gonna dance, 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 dance. I'm gonna dance, dance, dance like nobody's watching me. I'm gonna dance. I'm gonna dance. I'm gonna dance by myself like nobody's watching. Don't really care if my rhythm's off, 'cause I'm gonna dance like nobody's watching me. I'm gonna dance by myself like nobody's watching. Don't really care if my rhythm's off, 'cause I'm gonna dance like nobody's watching me. I'm gonna dance, 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 dance. 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 I'm gonna dance, 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 dance.
And here, friends, is where I tried to say my goodbye to you, but it wasn't recorded. But I really hope that you'll hold the stretches longer than I did. I just showed them very quickly. And it's very important to keep your flexibility, and we want muscle balance. So try this workout, try these stretches, and I hope you guys just have a fabulous day.